Hello, 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 my darlings. Thank you for joining me on a slice of life, a slice of life. You know, if you've been watching me, well, you may not know about this hair right here, but if you've been watching me, you know what I'm all about. I am all about super aging, getting older without getting old. And Georgian, what do you want to talk about tonight about getting older without getting old? Well, first, I don't normally do political shows because it's all about this. But in order for us to get here, in order for us to have super aging, in order for us to have getting older without getting old, we have got to calm down some nerves, baby. We got to calm down some people because you know your arthritis, your back, your pains, your aches, all that gets fired up when you get fired up. And I need you to calm down. Let me tell you something. Wait a minute. Is this looking good like this? Okay. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you what got me today, and I need for us to just pause. There's some children, some young people that have had applied, worked very hard, worked exceedingly hard. They play instruments. And so the Marine Corps and the Armed Corps and the Armed Forces all have bands. My dad was in the Army band. Yeah, he was in the Army band. He played the trombone. Okay, so the bands, all these bands, the Army Corps had gotten together, or the Armed Forces Corps of Music had gotten together, and they said, you know what? We are going to go and find some children, some young people, some black people, some brown people, some people other than just straight white people, and we're going to offer them an opportunity to play with us, to learn some music and be able to play the songs that are appropriate when the president is doing something, when we have guests from other countries, when we have other presidents. You know, that's what and of course, you know, it's the ceremonies. We have ceremonial music that is apropos for the United States musical Armed Forces Corps. And my daddy was one of them. So, you know, so I got excited when I saw this. And all the students got selected. One was from Atlanta. He said Atlanta, but he went to, you know how I feel about that. But he was out of DeKalb County, but still he's from the metro area. And he got selected, and they canceled it. They canceled it because DEI was one of the reasons why these young people were selected. And they were so disappointed. Oh my God. I can't even, I was speechless. I was speechless, except there's a sunshine. There's a sunshine. I hear some noise. There's a sunshine to this story. And the sunshine is so the Army Corps, how can I put it? Not the Army Corps, but the I'm sorry. I can hear you over there. Hello? I'm sorry. The Army Corps, not the Army Corps, but the Armed Forces. The Armed Forces music people, they could not participate with the young people, so they had to cancel the whole show. But there's a silver lining. The Armed Forces musical people who have retired, they stepped up to the plate. They stepped up to the plate and they said, well, we're retired. We're retired, so we're not a part of the current Armed Forces Musical Corps. We are retired from that. And they joined, and they got the young people, and a TV station, what was it, CBS paid for it and got them all together, and they were able to, they worked on it, they were selected. You had to work hard. You know, you just couldn't be, you know, you played whatever instrument you played, you had to play it at the highest level because you represent the United States. And so the Armed Forces people who had retired joined with the young people who had won the contest in their different levels of instrumentation, and they were able to put on this event. Oh my God, I was so happy. That was a silver lining when you step up. So what are you talking about, Georgianne? I'm talking about a silver lining when you step up. We got to step up. We got to step up in such a way that it sends a message. Now, they were able to send a message. They said, we got this. We're not going to do these kids like this. These are children. They may have been 15, 16, 17. Those are children. What kind of messages that we're sending in a democracy? And here they are with the armed forces band could not participate with them. And I'm sure there were some people in there. I know some people in there that were okay with it, but there were some people in there, I'm pretty sure they were upset. But these were children. We don't do children. Whatever we do with adults, that's one thing. But we don't do children. That's one thing. I don't care black, white, purple, and green. We don't do children. And you canceled a DEI because you said it was DEI, and those children did not deserve to have an opportunity to play with the armed forces bands. I was livid about that, but there's a silver lining. What do I want you to do? I want us to step up where there's a door being closed and you have that skill. Step up and crack the door. If it's a door being closed and you are retired and you have that skill, step up and stand by the door. If it's a door being closed and you have that skill, step up, volunteer and say, I can do that. Let me help you come to the door. If you have a skill and you are retired, I want you to step up and if necessary, kick the damn door down. That's what I need you to do. Because you are retired, you're no longer with an agency, but you have a skill that we need. Listen, you are super aging. You are retired from some of these entities that's being closed down. We need you. We need you to volunteer. Now, you don't have to go out and wave a flag. We're not marching in the streets. No. I'm no marching in the streets. No marching in the streets. March in the street? No. March in the street? No. I am anti. We did that already. My class did that. We already did that. Got the burden to prove it. No marching in the streets. We're going to do things differently. We are going to volunteer to help one another out. We're going to do unto others as we would have them do unto us. We're going to love thy neighbor as thyself. We can get through this. You let people go on. You give that to God. You let him handle that, because all of this would not be going on if he didn't allow it. And I said it the other night. If I didn't say it the other night, I said it on one of these programs. This is what I said. He put that person in the White House so that you could remember to come to his house. Let me say it again. I'm talking about God, put that person in the White House so you might now remember to come to his house. I'm talking about God. I'm talking about the house of the Lord. I'm talking about wherever that is you were going before you got to be all of that. You might want to find yourself back in there, because that is what's going to change things. You know, I did something yesterday. I don't work on Sundays, but I had to get up Sunday morning. I had to get up Sunday morning and say, thank you, God, because that storm was coming at 70 and 80 miles an hour, and it diverted itself. Now, as much as I don't do politics on this show, I need for you to understand we are not getting ready to get involved in all that politics out there. Now, some of you all may not like this. I'm saying, no. All that shenanigans, all of that's to get you all riled up and get you off your journey. People, you have something to do. You have a purpose. Now, you're going to say, if I say I'm an indigo elder, all y'all going to get all, ooh, no. So I'm just not going to even go there. But I am going to say to you, you have a purpose. You have a responsibility. You are on this earth because you have a responsibility and a purpose. And you know that. And it's going to come to you if it hasn't come to you, but I need for you to get on it. And all that that's going on is going to go on. That is going to go. Do you think you can stop the 2025 project? You lost your crazy mind. How you going to stop it? Just tell me that. You don't have the mechanisms in place because we can never be racist as a people. Because we don't have the mechanisms in place to change anything. The only people who could be racist are the people who have mechanisms in place to make a difference and change things. You can be prejudiced, but not racist. So you got a lot going on here. So what mechanisms do you have in place to change 2025? Well, right now you don't have any. You got to wait till the next election, which is coming up in a couple of years. But it's a lot of time between now and 2 years. It's a lot of time. And so what you're going to do, you're just going to sit here and fuss and cuss and rage and you don't have your book written. You don't have your things done in your house. You got kids to raise. You got stories to tell. You got podcasts to start. You got places to go. The plane's still flying. The last I heard, it was still flying. Now, and you may not want to get on one, but some cars to rent. You got businesses to open. You got recipes to come up with. You got music to create. I'm just saying, it's so many things you could be doing that the Creator has sent you here to do. You got volunteerism. People need a lot that you have. You have some stuff. You do, baby. You know what? I don't have any people on watching me that don't have some stuff. No, all my people got stuff. You're not watching me and wishing. You got it. You look over there in that corner, you got it. You look over there in that corner, you got it. You 45, 55, 65, and 75, you got some stuff. Let me ask you something. One thing you ought to have today on, what is this? St. Patrick's Day, March 17, 2025. You ought to have more money. Now you said, Georgina, how you all in my pocketbook? I'm all in your business. You know why? Because you ain't been nowhere to shop. Or maybe you have. You ought to have more money. Or you ought to have more money in the bank. Now, let me tell you something, people. This is the moment. This is the more money. Isn't it more money, more money? This is the more money season. This is the more money season because you got some cousins and some aunties and some nephews and some people who lost their job. Now, we're not going to funnel. We're not an ATM, okay? But I've seen families come together. Let me talk about the Wainings. Remember Dallas? Y'all too young for the show Dallas, but they lived on a compound. See, what we didn't do, what we haven't done, we haven't got that piece of land and put everybody on it. Some of you all know what I'm talking about. Some of y'all say, ooh, my granddaddy owned that land and y'all sold it. So, because y'all needed them Chrétien Le Bouter red bottom shoes. So y'all sold that land so you can walk in them shoes. You know what is heartbreaking? What is a heartbreaking something? Is to get yourself dressed in the finest clothes. Fine. You know the way Steve Harvey and what's that woman, Marjorie, you see them always just in stuff that you just can't, where they even sell that? It costs so much money. You can see the money just pop off the fabric, and the shoes just be something you never seen before. And you look on your rack and you got tons of shoes just lined up. And pocketbooks you don't even know what to do. They piled up, and just clothes that you just never seen before. And you put them on, you feel so good. And you go somewhere, and they say, we don't serve people like you here. You can't buy that. And where did I say that? How do I know that? How do I know that? I've been well-dressed. I was a well-dressed, fine, young, black educator, teacher in Atlanta, Fulton County Public Schools, and then Atlanta Public Schools. Oh, I just out of Spelman, well-spoken, well-read, all of that. Didn't nobody give a flip when they saw me coming with my Regensteins clothes on, Florsheans. Yes, I know what I'm talking about. And you don't know it. You think your clothing, your looks, your eyelashes your nails make a difference to somebody on the other side. I hope by now you have done that for yourself. I do this for Georgianne. This is for Georgianne. All right? What about yours? Is it for you? Because those people on the other side don't give a flip about you. I don't care how you dress it up, fix it up, paint it up. Gregory Porter, I'm grading some papers now. Paint it on canvas. That's my assignment. Don't nobody care. So you care more. Volunteer. You know, I told you to get some groups of people. Start gathering little groups of people. That's what the colored women did back in the day. That's how we got all those organizations. Get you some little groups of people over here, 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 and support one another. Get a team going. Like this is the team. We should be loving each other more. You know, we have people who don't speak in church before and after the sermon. What's wrong with us, people? We are our enemies. We are our enemies. And we are older and we living longer. And so because we're older and living longer, then I need for you to be more in tune with who you are and relax more. And don't get caught up in all of that. Get caught up in something, but get caught up in something you haven't. Have you a nice, remember we used to have the, Elizabeth Young used to bring the Bill Pickett. I think, you know what? I remember she told me I sang the national anthem at a Bill Pickett rodeo. I was like, are you, I did? When did I do that? I'm just saying, oh Lord Jesus. I digress. Have an event. You got a yard. Have an event on your yard. You got a basement. You remember blue lights in the basement? Y'all too young for that. Have you a blue light in the basement at 80, at 75. Just have some people over. Start having people over. You know, it's just, you know, something. But get into something that's good for you. Because I'm telling you, my daughter asked me, she said, are we back to segregation? We were always segregated. We didn't know it. They never left segregation. Or we can go eat all these different places. Yes, we can go eat in them. We have made a lot of people rich because we couldn't wait to go eat in them. I'm one of them. We couldn't wait to go uptown and have the lady throw the money back at me in my registry. I remember that outfit. I wish I knew where it was today, man. I lost some good clothes. We had St. John back then. It was called Butenit. I'm just saying, listen to me. Listen to me. I want you to super age with me with a smile. I want you to go get you some this if you want it and some this if you want it. All right? And some red ruby woo if you want it. And whatever that is you want. Let me tell you something. You know how I like my rings. I like my jewelry. And those who know, these are what these stones are. They know these are serious. Everything is serious. And some days I have them fluff, but like today, it's just all this is serious. So I'm just gonna give you a little story. I went to a big box store. It wasn't on the list. We had to go get a computer. And so I was sitting there minding my own black business. And this person came and sat down to take care of his business. And he said, you have on big rings. Now, a lot of y'all would have answered much. I'm not going to do that. I'm just saying, we have to catch ourselves. And we have to stay away from what may appear to be antagonistic. Watch out for the Karens because they have come back. And the Kevins. This was a Kevin. And just, you know, and let's say right here, just flip it off. Because they don't know any better. They don't know any better. And if you have to call, you call and say, but I'm not sure what help you're going to get. Because that has been taken away from us. There's nowhere to go now. And so Karens know that there's no resolution for us now. And the only resolution is some kind of turmoil or turbulence that in the end you're going to be back to where we were, and the truth be told, not really left. And that is being put away for the slightest thought or look by a Karen, because that's what they want. I need us to figure out something else. And the only solution that I have today that was brought to my ears is that we be careful in our movement, be intentional in our movement, but be intentional in how we spend our money and how we move around the city day and night. And be careful on where we share information. Just, it's a new day. You know, I got a song like that. I'm working on right now about 3 or 4 projects. I have enough, besides the grades that didn't get in at 5 o'clock today. I have enough. Oh God, it's a whole story. I have enough to keep me busy. Do you have enough to keep you busy? So you got to be busy during this time. Busy people, at the end of it, you got to treat this like a pause. We had an unfortunate pause called COVID-19. Many people, bless their heart, lost their lives. But it was a pause. This is a pause for us to regroup. Baby, we can't super age if we up in arms about stuff. You're going to make your blood pressure go up. Things going to start aching. You know, my feet are feeling better. Oh, you should see me walk through this store. I walked and my shoulders moved and my hips moved too. But anyway, we got things to do. We can't get caught up in it. That story, I had to tell that story. That was heartbreaking. I need you to hear that story so you understand the intensity of what is going on in America right now. Do you understand that there is a movement to erase you? Now, that is not what they're saying. They said we're going to be equal. Everything's going to be equal. Okay, then. All right. But in the meantime, in between time, I need for you to get on something. Get on something. Get you a group of people. Get you a hobby. Get you something going on in your life. Don't sit and watch the TV all day and listen to all the shenanigans that's going on, because it will break your heart. That broke my heart today. And I said, I can't do this. I got stuff to do. I'm finding myself watching TV less and less. I don't know about you. Less and less. I watch YouTube because we own YouTube, but I watch YouTube more. I can get more off of more inside information off of TikTok, believe it or not. Inside information off of TikTok and YouTube and Instagram than I can, because there's an erasure going on. I don't want to be erased. And so what I can do, I can help you not erase me by doing some things that I know to do. Baby, do you know what to do? Get with some people. Quietly. Silence is the best way. These outrageous things that are going on just broke my heart today. I had to come and tell you. But I know this. We still gonna super age, because what I tell you, my mother told me, we all know that. Day what? Follows night. And what? Night follows day. You are going to age. You are going to get older. But in this case, with me, we are not getting old. Ain't no old folks on this channel right here. Nobody old. If you're on this channel and you old, you need to get to another channel, or you need to come on with us, because we got things to do, places to go, things to do, places to see, things to do, people to meet, things to do, people to kiss. Why is that? Because I love you. Yes. And you can't do anything about it.